Welcome to Metal Galaxy, where we bring live gigs, festival and much more into your living room. Subscribe and like to be there once we release new content. And let's review now something quite different and something much more darker, perfectly for upcoming content on our channel. So yeah, we are going to review in this very review, which played at 3 Arena. Thank you so much, Season of Mist, for inviting us and giving an opportunity to cover your band, Heilung. So yeah, for the viewers, grab your booze and hear if this gig was a go or a no. And yeah, let's kick off. The opener of the night was Eivør, a band from Faroe Island. And if you look at their discovery, it's a very broad band, as the musician didn't start out as a metal musician. She was like in pop bands. Look at her biography, she's a very first musician with like heavy rock numbers, some softer numbers, more poppies, rockies. And this was really displayed in the gig in a very Faroe way, as the language it was sung on the night was Faroese, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe it was so great that it was not in English, because it gave this mysterious tone, but it fitted as well with Heilung, as Heilung is not just a band. They are actually a kind of band with a concept. They perform a kind of ritual. They're a band to be experienced, basically. And this same applies for Eivør. Why a perfect fit? And why I'm saying this is at the very night, it was very instrumental and encouraging and really pulled you from the first seconds on. It's something inexplainable, and I recommend you to watch the live videos, and even better, go to see them live, as it is a very particular gig and heavier parts, softer parts, and this made it very dynamic, but as well impressive how well the singer could sing. And even the heavy parts, it's something unheard. It was very unheard experience, and the instrument, it was very interesting as well, like the keyboardist and so on, and the lighting really nicely reflected the music, and in some ways the singer was in the middle. And yeah, I definitely recommend Eivør. And it was also interesting that they had for certain moments like a big drum kit, not a normal drum kit, but a very different drum kit, and she was banging on this, and one time she was so hard banging on this that stick flew, and we got a nice souvenir, so it was really nice. So yeah, let's go to Heilung. Heilung really was an interesting one, as there was so much smoke and it was a bit of a greeny light, and I believe it's so great because it's a band that performs a kind of ritual, and it was so great how they expressed and brought it out, because exactly I felt what the music represents of seeing it live. And there was so many vocalists, but as well musicians playing a particular instrument. And there were some instruments that were very folkies, very oldies, like something you don't expect. And it's unreal how everything was coordinated, how every musician enhanced the experience, the music. It was a flawless gig. And so from time to time, they were doing as well dances to bring out the music in a very expressive way, and it's like, whoa. And in a way, every time there was a bit of entertainment, a bit of dancing, a bit of musical part, a bit of singing, but then in a very, I think, in a different kind of old language. So it was super nice. And as well, in the background, you had some symbols as well. So it was a very complicated gig to review, I would say, and definitely you'll need to go more than one time to discover the small secret. But yeah, it's definitely a band to experience, and it's amazing how everything can fit to where everything. It's like a puzzle, basically. So yeah, in short summary, Heilung, what a night, what a gig, what an experience. Every small detail added to the overall experience, and we recommend you, the viewer, to go experience it, because it's hard to explain and we really need to be there to get an understanding what the band is all about. But once you're there, you'll be glad you was there, because it's a one-time life experience. So yeah, this was it. And yeah, Eivør was great as well. They really added, and I think they greatly opened the night because they set the tone, and it's an interesting band as well to experience. So yeah, thank you so much for listening, tuning in. Subscribe and like, as we have more content coming up, and as well support Heilung. And yeah, thank you so much.